I have a blanket because I'm freezing cold. But anyway, from time to time, I like to come to you guys and talk to you about whatever's on my mind. And I got something on my mind and I wanted to tell you guys. And I didn't really know because I feel like it'll probably, ruffle some feathers. And I wasn't sure if I wanted to ruffle some feathers, but my feathers are ruffled. So I figured that I tell you guys a lot, so I'm gonna tell you guys something that I've been thinking about. And I want to know, I want to know if you guys have experienced it or seen it or your thoughts on it. So please comment and please share this video because I really want to know what people think about that and the subject at hand. For those of you who don't know me, I'm Chelsea. My name is Chelsea. My hair, I call her Shaka. So if you hear me saying Shaka, I'm referring to my hair because I know that a lot of you haven't probably been with me for a while, and my hair's name is Shaka. So what I wanted to talk about, and I'm goofy, by the way, but this is serious. This is serious that I'm talking about. I want to talk about natural hair texture discrimination. A big mouthful, but seriously, it has got to stop. Oh my gosh, it is so annoying. I don't even understand it. The whole hair typing system, I understand how it could be important and why it could be important, but seriously, we have taken it too far. It has just gone entirely too far. Oh my gosh, I was on a blog 6 months ago maybe. I was featured on a blog, and as I was reading through the comments, even though there were a ton of nice comments, I started to notice that a lot of people were like, I'm so sick of seeing girls with this kind of hair. What about the 4 this, the 4C, the 4 what? I'm so confused about how certain hair textures people can say they're tired of, or first of all, I think that all hair textures are beautiful. I struggle to get Shaka this big. I have to pull apart curls because my curls naturally clump really large, so I have to pull them apart to try to get little curls so that my hair is bigger. I envy, if anything, I envy the ones who can have the big afros. I could never have that. My hair texture would never allow that. And for someone to say that, this hair texture, what I hear a lot of is that when you're in a 3 or whatever, you don't really understand how hard it is to actually have real natural hair. First of all, what is real natural hair? Okay, so I haven't had a relaxer in over 3 years. All my relaxed hair is cut off. Does that not make me a real natural? If I hear one more person saying, yeah, but you're not really a real natural. What is a real natural? I don't understand. I'm sorry. Let me take my tone down. I just don't understand. And even in public, when people are like, oh, what I don't like is when people say, I wish I could do the natural thing, but the natural thing is not for everybody. And if I try to come in, I've noticed I can be in a group of people who might have a different hair texture than mine but can be natural. I can be in a group and I can try to say something, and the person who's saying that the natural thing isn't for everybody will look at me and say, I don't understand. You don't understand because you got good hair. I don't believe in good hair. I believe all hair is great hair. So if I had $1 for every time I've heard somebody say, you don't understand, as if my hair is easy to deal with. First of all, back up, rewind. Has anybody seen all of my videos about figuring out how to do this hair? Shaka don't like twist outs. Shaka don't like braid outs. It's so much stuff that my hair type is just not that great for, unless it's a flat twist or a flat braid. She ain't going. She gonna untwist, she gonna unbraid, she gonna unravel. It's not easy. It's not simple. And every hair type, every hair texture has its struggles. So for me, for someone to say, I don't understand, no, you don't understand. I don't understand the natural hair type, texture, whatever discrimination. Like, how is it that within a group that can be so unified, you know, because the natural hair community I think is beautiful, but for a group that can be so unified and so together, how can there be discrimination within it? Like, within it? Like, how does that even, you know, make sense? Or before I became natural, I would be in groups of people who were natural, because I had a lot of friends or, you know, acquaintances who were natural at the time, and I could never understand why certain comments were made, you know. Like, I just could never understand why there seemed to be a disconnect between textures when talking about, you know, struggles or things that you have to deal with. Like, why is it this assumption that someone who is of a certain hair texture has less of less issues, less I can't even make it make sense to me. Like, I can't make it make sense, you know. I can be in groups of people, and I mean, because I know at this point I know a lot of people who have natural hair, and I can be in a whole crowd of people who are in natural hair, and I can be completely cut off from the entire conversation. Like, my opinion doesn't matter because I don't know. And I've had people say, well, you know, you don't understand because of your hair. I don't understand because of my hair. Do you see this? Does this look like I'm like living in a fairy tale? I mean, I love Shaka, but there are things I don't like about Shaka, just like everybody has things they don't like about their hair, you know. And I understand the people who really don't understand, you know, because if I had on a daily basis, there are people who are like, oh, you know, when my hair is like this, oh, is that a wet set? I didn't even know what a wet set was, like a wet set with straws, or what is that, a straw? I didn't even know what that stuff was. So I had to kind of get an understanding when people ask me, like, what are they talking about, you know. So I can understand the people who really don't know, because I do still have those questions of, well, what did you do to your hair? And I'm like, I washed it and I put some gel in it, you know. Like, I still have, there are those people who genuinely don't understand, but for the people who really understand natural hair, who have this discrimination against certain textures, it doesn't make sense to me. Like, we got to stop it. Like, absolutely got to stop it. I've seen the reverse of that. I've seen people who have, you know, maybe a 3A, 3B, 3 whatever, 3Z, 17D, I don't know, you know. I've seen people who have that texture that people say is good hair, discriminate against people with other hair textures, like, oh, well, you know, they got that stuff, it's not for. I have seen, oh my gosh, it really got under my skin. I was on Facebook, and you know, Facebook is just like messy book in general, but I saw a chick, I ain't gonna call you out because I don't even really know you like that. Why are you even on my friends list? Anyway, but I saw a chick who was like, you know, I got that good hair, I got Indian in my family, and not everybody can go natural, because I seen some chicks who just should not have done that. Girl, sit down. You know what, take several seats. You know what, take the whole auditorium of seats, because what? So it's just got to stop. There's discrimination against this texture, and then there's discrimination against this texture. What is going on? Like, I am so sick of it. So I just want to speak on that because it is getting under my skin. You know what, and it was not, you know, it wasn't on my channel as much, but I really got irked because there was a chick who had left a comment talking about I was trying to, I guess, act like I was natural, but it was obvious that I had a relaxer and I just decided to wear my hair curly. You can go sit in the auditorium with the other chick. Y'all can both have like 2 seats in the whole auditorium. Like, take all the seats, because